Previously on the Dosyonkos podcast.
I thought they said it's a unique skill like dual wielding.
Yeah, maybe it is. It's like he was always able to block the first attack.
Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah, so he's cheater. He's a cheater. Just know he's a cheater.
Fucking cheater. Heathcliff. That even sounds like a name that's a cheater.
OD. What's good, you sexy motherfuckers? Welcome back to another episode of the Dosyonkos podcast. It's your captain and your boy, Sammy Vinsmoke, with my man, Dion Chopper. Dion, what's good?
Yo, I'm feeling great today, boss. For real.
Yeah, I was saying, early morning vibe for us today. OD. It's 8:50 in the morning. We out here. Well, we're talking anime.
We're doing this for y'all.
Yeah, you already know. So on the docket today was classic weekly recap. You know the vibes. You already know what the deal is. Then we're about to go into some more Fire Force because honestly, me and Dion can't get enough of this fucking anime, bro. Like, let's be honest. We can't get enough of this shit.
I can't.
So,
like I said, it got a little cheesy, but then it gets good.
Bro, I don't know. We got to talk about that because I don't even know if I really think it's CG, but we'll talk about that. So we're going to talk about the first 8 episodes of Fire Force Season 2. And yeah, we're about to get into that shit. So it's on the docket.
Starting off with the weekly recap. I watched the last episode of One Piece, which is getting pretty juicy. Getting pretty juicy, man.
Man, One Piece is getting juicy all around, bro. I'm telling you.
It's just like there's so
all
much
around.
All around, there's so much stuff happening, and I don't want to. I'm not going to drop any spoilers on this joint. I just can't wait till Zoro gets his third sword. I want him to get his sword back. I just feel like something crazy is gonna pop.
He gets a sick sword. I'll give it a little teaser. He gets a pretty sick sword with some lore behind it. So, that's all I'm gonna say, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yo, I'm just like. After seeing him be like when you see Zoro go from being like a sick badass, and then he loses one sword, but he's still so strong that he has a scythe and he's still killing. I'm like, I just want him to get his sword back, bro.
He's crazy, bro. The power up is from 2 to 3 swords Zoro has is ridiculous.
It's weird
because he got the scythe and his power just jumped. I was like, what the fuck, nigga?
Yeah, his power level was over 9,000 when he
OD, bro. It's crazy.
So, I'm stoked about that. How about you? How do you feel? Like, did something crazy pop off recently in the One Piece? Is that why you said?
Yeah. So the One Piece manga is getting really lit right now too. So all I'm gonna say is we already know that the goal of Wano is to take down Kaido. So all I'm gonna say is the raid and the fight on Kaido just started, and shit is popping off already. Already, shit has popped off. So that's all I'm gonna say. It's getting wild. Yeah, like the last 5-7 chapters have just been banger after banger, bro.
Oh my
Oda
God.
just doesn't miss.
He does. Well,
it's at a point where the chapters are so good that I don't even mind that there's a week break between every chapter. I don't even mind anymore. I'm like, this shit's so good. Oda, take your time, buddy.
Because it builds you up, right?
Take a week break, man. It's cool. I'm telling you, it's too good.
Yo, Sam's over here just talking good sex. He's like, oh, yo, thank you. Yo, I'll make you breakfast. I got you.
Bro, I'm honestly a good One Piece chapter be having me feel like that sometimes, bro. Yeah. I'll be honest. A good info dump chapter be having me feeling like that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna fucking lie, bro.
My man's taking breaks. Yo, but I'm so excited with that because Luffy's kind of getting a slight power up. I want to see Who's the dude who's locked up right now? Is it Raizo? No, not Raizo. The other ninja.
Did they say his name yet? I don't want to spoil it.
They say his name. Raizo meets him.
Kawamatsu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the prison. He's in the prison. Yeah. He's like, he's here too? And he goes over, he cries, and I was like, oh.
He's been there for a minute too. Mad long.
Mad long. And I know this isn't a part of the weekly recap, but I feel like I always like to just touch upon this. I love how One Piece deals with like real life disparities.
Why it's the best. That's the
they're
main
in
reason why it's goated, bro.
Like Heike, this is a concentration camp.
That ass.
And old man was like, I was giving up the will to live. And Luffy, you gave me that shit's heartwarming, bro.
Dead ass, bro. Just think about that shit. It's crazy.
How is every single arc about something?
Because every single arc, like Luffy's taking down some kind of corrupt leader. That's always what it is. It's like if you go through all the arcs, like even starting at Buggy had taken over the town. So Buggy taking over the town. Kuro had taken over the island. Then we had Arlong Park, who was terrorizing this island. And we go a little bit ahead. We have
like children trafficking.
Yeah,
that was the start of child sex trafficking,
bro. Later on, we have Alabasta. We have Crocodile taking over a whole country.
He ran a corrupt casino.
Exactly. Like,
what the hell?
There's so many crazy things. Like the world government, who's obviously corrupt. Then we have corrupt fish people who want to kill humans. And it's just
that was like race relations. Yeah, that's we might have to do. That might have to be another episode where we just like break down.
Oh my god! Like, you don't want to hear. I'll have to write like a 20-page script for this shit. I'll talk for 2 hours.
We'll set this joint for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks out, man. Like I'll rate it because I really like. Big scene when Luffy gave Jinbe the blood. He said, "We're all the same. We're all the same person." Bro, come on! You talking about shit that makes a brother feel good.
That shit is powerful, bro.
Yeah. So,
especially after everything, after you see all the hate that's been between humans and fucking fishmen and Luffy without hesitation.
That's give a man my Luffy, bro.
Exactly. Come on, man. It's too good.
If you fans haven't noticed by now, me and Sam cannot speak upon One Piece.
I've already said it. This shit's my religion. Like I could talk about this shit literally all day.
So my next thing I watched was I watched another episode of Tokyo Ghoul. I don't know how to express my feelings on it. Like every episode is good. It hasn't been bad. Like every episode is really good, but it's not my style of like anime. You know?
Yeah.
Like it's very like I always say like soap opera. Like there's people they're like they're having feelings. They're like in high school. They're trying to like deal with their stuff. You know. Like
I don't know. I don't know if that's true because you like My Hero. That's the same shit, bro.
Yeah, but they pop off with gangster. Like Bakugo makes me like it. I'm not gonna lie.
Bakugo breaks the mold because he's really a G though.
Yeah, and that's why
he's really a G.
How everyone has their power and they do kind of shit. Like and Tokyo Ghoul is just like they're kind of really fighting the urge to like eat people.
Yeah.
When they're learning to retrain their brains to like not eat people, and that's like an internal conflict.
Yeah.
Like My Hero doesn't really have like the baseline internal conflicts like that. They usually have like an external, obviously the League of Villains is kind of the biggest external conflict, or the All for One. Like it's a pretty big external conflict, but you never hear like Deku like crying about how he's like, I guess you do. I guess he's like, I'm not good enough, but it's not like that.
About Deku. Deku cries about fucking everything.
Yeah,
he's the only one though. Like you don't see like Todoroki and shit crying about this.
Todoroki got beat as a kid, burned his face.
He was just like,
He's like, I ain't crying.
I'll deal with it.
Maybe he needs to cry.
I'm just not losing my fire. Probably.
When are we gonna normalize men crying, Sam?
I don't know, bro.
When are we gonna?
I feel like it's normalized. I tell my best friend Michelle, I be crying at anime all the time. I be telling y'all, I cry at anime all the time.
Well, you need to
be getting me.
Right?
You get me. That's the only time I cry, though. I will say that. Like, anime is the only time it'll get me.
Yeah. How many years have you known me?
Since 2010, so 10 years.
Ain't one tear shed from this boy.
Ain't one shit. Damn, in 10 years. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. Dion fights it, holds that shit back. Stubs his toe, he sucks the tear back into his eye socket. That! She goes right back in there.
Stub my toe. It does feel like that sometimes.
Bro, that shit, you definitely be tearing up when that shit. If you do it hard, you be tearing up. Like fuck.
I'd just be looking like this. It was just like my eyes are like,
just wide open, bro. Like fuck.
Help. But yeah, so the internal conflict stuff is killing me. But it's good. Like I would definitely rate it. Like right now, the first 10 episodes. I mean, the first like 6 episodes I think I've watched so far. It's a solid 8.
Where
like strong 8.
Yeah, I remember when I watched it a while ago. Like I think like 5 years ago. I remember the first season being good. But like I can't really remember anything about it, to be honest. Right. I remember liking Toka, the character. I remember liking her. Yeah. But I don't really even remember if I liked Ken. Like I'm not sure what Toka I even remember about it.
Yeah, she's
Toka's cool. I know that I remember that for sure.
And that's what I kind of have a problem with. Is like Ken's like the main character, like he's a protagonist of the series. But like Toka, you kind of like really follow her more, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm not really getting a vibe of like who I need to really be watching because we know that Ken dealt with his shit. But like, where are we going? Like, where are we going with this?
Yeah, literally the only thing I remember from this anime is the first episode when he goes on the date with the girl, and then she turns out to be a whatever.
Rise, I think her name was. Like she was the strongest.
Yeah,
the strongest school.
That's the only thing I remember from that entire season. Was that fucking first episode? That just burned into my memory, bro.
Right? Yo, so that's
burned into my memory. I was like, oh,
that was nut.
I was not expecting that at all when I started watching that shit.
So don't go on Tinder dates, people. That's what that said. You might be on a Tinder date with a ghoul.
Yeah, they might get eaten up for real. Yeah. Not even a good one.
Right. They might want to ask you. They're gonna ask you to go eat with them. And
you're gonna be the meal. You're gonna be the meal.
When they say you're looking like a whole snack,
it's literal.
It's literal. Yeah, no.
I'm fucking dead.
But no, that first episode was crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
So if you're into like a high school,
and it has like a very horror feel too. So like it's like I don't even know if is it a shonen? Like I guess it is, but I don't know if it's a shonen.
Yeah.
It might be a seinen.
It might be. Let me see.
Yeah, I don't think it doesn't have this shonen vibe. Like Ken does not have like a Luffy, Gon, Goku type of fucking vibe.
No,
he has like I don't know if I give him an Eren vibe because Eren has a kind of shonen vibe, even though he's in a seinen.
Yeah, so I think he is. I think it is a seinen.
It has to be. There's no way that's just a shonen. I can't believe it. I would not believe that shit at all.
I'm just looking it up right now. It's technically a seinen, but young. Okay.
Yeah, it had to be a seinen, bro. No way. This man got almost eaten on the first date. The first episode had to be a seinen, bro. No way that's a shonen.
Yeah. There's a lot of death in there. Like people getting hurt.
For sure. So
yeah, 100%. So seinen.
That's weak.
So actually, I'm gonna actually raise it. I'm gonna raise it to an 8.5. I think it's an 8.5. Right. It's really good. It's like for a seinen, it's really good. Like the suspense and stuff, like they don't go slow through the joint. So
yeah, for sure. I remember it being good, even though I don't remember shit. I do remember it being good, so I can co-sign that, even though I don't remember shit.
All right. Well, that's the weekly recap.
Yeah, for
Sam,
sure.
do you have anything else on the weekly recap?
Nah, I haven't really watched. All I've been watching was Fire Force Season 2, and then I read One Piece this week. I have been reading Berserk because I stopped. I should probably get back into that shit.
Yo, get back on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back into it. Now that I'm back at work, I'm probably gonna be reading that shit at work.
Yeah, I gotta watch this shit.
Where I heard the anime's not that great, but you never know.
I don't know. I watched the movie, and there was some crazy stuff. Who was the guy's name? The main protagonist. Gus. Is it Gus or Guts?
Guts. Yeah,
Guts?
with a T. Yeah,
with a T. Guts. Bro, he was fighting, like the first scene I watched was he was fighting like a 8-foot dude who had like a hammer, and he had a big ass sword. He just broke this dude's armor, like pieced him up. Crazy.
Wow, it's crazy.
Just pieced him up easy. He's like, yo, you little.
Bro, it's crazy. Like that manga is really wild. Like, I don't know if I told you, like in like the first like chapter or 2 chapters, he walks into a tavern and he sees like this little fairy getting bullied by these 2 guys, and he walks up to the guy in the bar, and I guess he drops a bag of money. He's like, I'm gonna mess up your bar now. And the guy goes, huh? And then he just shoots an arrow in the guy's temple, holding the fairy. Oh. Not a word said to anybody. Just, straight in his temple. Everyone's like, what? Yo. Then the guy runs up to him, takes his big ass sword, cuts him clean in half, one cleave. Clean in half, bro. I was like, what is happening? I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
She's cold. She's cold.
It is frozen.
Cold.
That might that might need to be an episode, like a conversation we have. Why do all the coolest people have? What's up with gigantic swords in anime?
I don't know.
You ever notice that?
Not even just anime, and video games also.
Yeah.
Like, cool characters always have big swords. Like Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII is fucking tight. And what does he have? A big ass sword.
Yo, Soul Calibur, what's that guy's name? Nightmare?
Yeah.
He has a big ass
sword. Yeah. Big ass sword. I'm telling you.
Dude, cool. Everyone wants to hold a big sword, but they can't. I think that's what it is.
And then when you could swing a big one, like, damn, you're pretty tight.
Asta? Like,
bro, Asta be swinging that. Even the Wizard King was like, oh shit, Asta's over here like,
yeah, dude,
swinging that shit for fun and shit, like baseball bat or whatever.
Boy hands it to him one-handed. He's like, it's cool, isn't it? And like, he's like, oh my god,
he can't even hold that shit. That shit is weak.
Yeah, super weak. All right, so cool big ass swords in anime. Just everyone has one.
Facts.
But Fire Force Season 2 review, we are here.
Lit. It's lit. Pun intended. It's really lit.
Pun intended.
Pun intended. Deadass.
It's Fire Force.
Pun intended. Shit is really fucking sick.
Oh man. So where do we start with this? So remember how last time we were talking, I already watched like episodes like 1 through 4, and I was telling you how like the first episode was.
The first episode is weird. I'll say that. The calendar episode, I was like, this is the premiere, bro. But then like the last like 5 minutes were good.
Yeah.
Of the premiere, so I'm like, I guess.
I guess.
But like it was weird. Like, not even weird in a bad way. It just took me like, it was off. I was just taken aback because obviously they're firemen, so it makes sense that they would do a fireman's calendar. You know what I mean? Like, all this makes sense, but like it just threw me off. It just threw me off. I was like, "This is how we're starting season 2, bro." Okay.
Yeah, they had to throw a little pervy.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean?
And one of the funniest scenes was Princess Hibana was on her throne just talking to herself like, I want to see Shinra naked so bad. Yeah, I don't want to see anybody else. I don't want anybody else to see him because they're going to know how fine he is.
Yeah, they say, she was simping hard.
Oh, damn, bro. I was just dying. That scene was so funny.
I loved
that scene was hilarious.
You know, my favorite thing was how Benimaru doesn't ever want to be in the photos, and they stalk him to get him in the photo, like, and he's like still like top notch rated, like,
bro. It's so funny, bro. Shinra immediately, it's a fact. My man's back to the camera. He's just watching his hair, not even looking anywhere. And then Shinra's like, "This was a hidden camera, wasn't it?" Cut to black. I was dying.
I like they do the flexes and the poses. They're like, this year we're doing double snake pose.
That shit is so corny, bro. They could have did something, everything. They're like, power, Cobra.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Remember, I was like, it's kind of corny. Like,
yeah, the first episode, I definitely agree. This, not even the whole thing, just like this, the calendar part, definitely gets kind of corny. But it's funny though. It definitely gave me some chuckles.
That's what
the Hibana scene gave me some chuckles. I can't front. A lot of chuckles, actually.
Yeah, the Hibana scene.
The Benimaru scene gave me some chuckles. That shit was funny.
God, Benny Maru, the chuckles. I like how the women were just like, like how they were talking about it too. Habano killed it.
Shinra was like, "Oh shit, are we gonna see them naked?" And they're like, "It's only men only, dummy."
Yeah,
Like,
you
oh.
perv.
He's like, "Oh,
They're like, you perv."
you
Like,
fucking pervert."
yeah, he got the blush face with the bloody nose. Like, yo, I'm gonna get to see the women naked. It's like,
This shit is so weak.
he's like, you thought, you stupid. Like, just the men.
Bro, shit is comedy.
Yo, he even opened up the thing and it's just all the guys and got instant dead. Like, he was just so dead.
Bro,
Oh,
shit's weak.
but when they got in that fight with the was that was episode 1, correct? Still, that was the opening where they got in the fight with that gigantic demon.
Yeah, were they all teamed up? Yeah, they all teamed up. Yeah.
Yeah, and they called on the other companies and like they showed up too. That was episode 1. Right?
Was that episode 1?
I think it was.
Big ass demon where they used the fires?
Yeah.
No, I don't think that was episode 1. That was later.
Was that?
That might have been episode 2. No, but that whole thing lasted like a while though, because then Shinra was fighting the guy for a while. That was during that whole fire.
I thought they started it. No, that was the beginning. Where they
really?
Yeah, that was like,
I can't remember.
They started dropping like, so like the big they were going shopping. And
yeah, I remember. Yeah,
and the girls wanted to buy.
Oh yeah, I do. They bought this guy the whack clothes.
Yeah, they. What's the second
the
general
lieutenant?
command?
The lieutenant. Yeah.
Yeah, they were trying to buy him clothes, and then they wanted Shinra to come with them, and Shinra was all hyped because he was like rolling with the girls. He was so excited. Yeah. And then they got the call from the. Then they got the call from the Fire Force captain, and they felt like the explosion. It was just like the gigantic, like 10, 20 foot 8-core demon or whatever.
Oh yeah, okay, the 8-core demon. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
The one I was thinking about was the one where they used the fire tornado. That's in the actual fight. So you're right. That the 5-core one is in episode 1. That's where they team up the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It was actually good. Yeah.
And they had to like do the fire tornado. But like this is what I was saying. Like last week, they like kind of drop everyone's name. They like show like the fire core. They show how, like and like each person's doing their thing, and that's what I was talking about. How like Arthur and Shinra kind of get put on the same pedestal. They're like, Arthur, Shinra,
sure.
you go take them. They're pretty much like,
sure.
and
that's
Arthur,
true.
Yeah. So
Heart and soul, bro. Heart and soul of the company.
It's weird. It's crazy, and like they kind of like show that in this, like
yeah. That's just like.
I was very excited. I was like super happy that they kind of gave you that taste in the first episode. Like, hey, like last season you got a chaotic mess of people.
Yeah,
you know,
it's just them building their shit now. Now they're a real company.
Yeah, and it gives you that emotion, like the company that Obi wanted to have is now coming to fruition. You know.
Yeah, facts.
Like.
It's crazy. Like it started with 2 of them, bro. Like we saw it when it was only 2 of them.
Yeah.
Then it came to 5 of them, and then now it's like what, like 7, 8 of them, 9 of them.
I think it's
some shit like that. Like
right,
Shinra, Arthur, Tamaki, Maki, Lieutenant, Obi, Vulcan, and the Inspector. So it's 8 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8.
Did we say the girl too? Is the girl?
Yeah. Oh no, and Iris, 9 of them.
Iris.
Sorry,
yeah.
Excuse me. Can't forget the sister. Excuse me.
Come on.
Excuse me.
That's what I was saying. I was like, what's the one girl's name? Iris.
Yeah, I totally forgot. Yeah, so 9 of them.
Yo, Laton, man.
Laton.
Oh, dude. And Shinra came through with a kick in that one too, bro. And they like freeze framed the Rapid Man kick.
Yeah, that's not a bad name, bro. Yo, it could be better.
Yeah,
but compared to all his other names, it's not terrible.
No,
because he names a lot of things horribly.
He does do that.
So yeah, it's not that bad.
No. The character that I was saying that I think you would have like enjoyed was Ogun or Ogun.
Yes, the dude on the skateboard.
Yep.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah, I called it. I'm like, yo,
so
Sam.
sick. As soon as he was like Shinra's boy, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, and he came through and held it down for Shinra, I'm like, I'm gonna fuck with this character. And then I seen him pull up on the skateboard and start firing missiles. I'm like, oh yeah, this is one of my guys. For sure.
He just goes hard, bro.
For sure, bro.
He jumps on the skateboard, lets out.
He's always with the smoke, bro. He's like, yo, we out Shinra? He's like, yeah, niggas, bust off. Pew! Shinra's flying, he's skating in the air and shit. Oh.
Is he third gen or second gen? He's third gen. I think he's third gen, right?
Yeah, he has to because he makes fire, I think.
Yeah.
To make the missiles, I guess. So I assume he's third gen.
But is he a mix? Like, or is
I don't think
Benimaru the only one?
I think Benimaru is the only compound. That's what they've said so far. He's the only compound who can create flames and then control them.
God, I love.
So I think he just. I don't know. I'm not sure what he is actually.
Boy's a savage.
Yeah, maybe he's a second.
He's a second. So in this one, they find, they roll up on the pillar, and the pillar is crazy. Right?
I hate this character, bro. She's so annoying. She pissed me off. I was so angry watching this whole thing with her. She's so annoying. It gets me so mad.
Yeah, I knew that would get you because I know how you like characters to be.
She's so fucking annoying, bro.
Yeah, because I even got a little upset.
And like, I understand her archetype. She's like chaotic. I guess she would be like chaotic evil or chaotic neutral or some shit like that because she's like doesn't care where she goes. But it's still annoying because we know what the evangelists do. So I'm like, you don't even understand what you're getting into. Like, your future is gone. You think it's gonna be a game? Like, nah. Like, you're getting me tight right now.
Yeah. And then you find out, like, after like episode, it was like when she goes like with them, that she knows that. Like, she said that when she was thinking. She goes, "This is gonna end up bad for me," but I just like, you're stupid.
And like, I don't understand like how this happened because like, I think they say like she lost her parents, something like that, and then she was wandering a fire, and then she found joy in fires that made her live in dangerous things. Yeah. But like, that's understandable. And what Shinra's saying was like, yeah, you like dangerous things, but you also were saving niggas. So like, what's good? Yeah. But then she's like, no, I'm gonna go with these guys who just burn people's house downs and shit like that for fun. Mm-hmm. I'm just so confused by her whole thing. She got me tight. I was so pissed off.
Yeah, I was not a fan of her.
Yeah, she's so annoying. Her power's kind of cool though.
Oh, the start and stop.
Where she draws a line, start goal, and then it blows something up. That's kind of cool. But other than that, I don't like her.
But she can like see fires too before they start. Yeah. That's something different.
Yeah.
But no one's as cool on season 2 yet as my boy Sharon Sama.
Sharon is really that nigga. I'm not gonna front. I don't even know. He's just savage. Like, what else could you fucking say? He's real. He was really giving Shinra the hands, like without any hesitation, no questions asked. Like, you gonna catch these?
Yo, my favorite part was he pulled up on Shinra, and Shinra was about to talk, and he didn't even let the boy finish his sentence. He just came through and boop, pieced him, had him flipping midair, spinning in a circle. I was like, yo, I went back to childhood Dion. My eyes got wide. I'm like, oh, he punched the shit out of him. When he was walking and making explosions, I was like, yes.
That shit was cold, bro.
You know who that reminded me of? I guess I went back, like, he reminds me of Hayachi from Tekken. Yeah, when he's like stomping when he walks and he does his like stance. I'm like, yep, that if he did not mirror or write this character after that person, he has like the same feel and build and like high chaotic energy. Yeah.
I could definitely see him having Hayachi energy. Yeah. Because like he's just like the way he fights is just like mad like stiff and firm, bro. Yeah. And like all his movements are just mad purposeful and strong, bro. Everything he does is just mad force behind it. I'm like, damn. Yeah. Jesus. Like even his little steps, like just even without the explosions, are just like craters. I'm like,
yeah.
bro.
Like, why are you so strong, bro?
Yeah, like, jeez. And like Shinra's doing no damage to this guy because like right now, all Shinra's damage is because he's fast.
Yeah.
So like because he can move fast, obviously velocity he's hitting you is gonna do damage. But like to my mind, Chiron, he's so buff and like
Yeah,
his defense is just so strong that like this speed doesn't matter. He doesn't have any oomph behind it. So like he's just eating those, bruh.
Yeah.
Like Shinra's near him in the face. He's not even flinching.
This boy said that right to him. He goes, "Yo, you got no firepower behind your shit."
Yeah, like he's like, you're all speed. I'm like, you're right. I'm like, I hate to say it, but like Shinra is a speed type, bro. That's what he is. He's a speed type. It's an RPG. He's getting worked up. He's fighting a tank. He's not doing no damage.
0 damage. Yo, I'm dying as pick. It's like when your boy is getting in a fight, and you're like, yo, you about to get washed. Like
you know it, and you just can't stop it. You're like, bro, just eat this ass whooping and we can go home.
Damn. I remember sitting back and I said that same thing. Like, he's like, yo, all you are is speed, man. You ain't got nothing else. I'm like, damn, he found it out. like he knows. Like, I thought I was the only one. Like, now he knows.
Nah, everybody knew, bro. It was the elephant in the room, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to say it because obviously he does damage, but it's based on just how fast he goes.
Yeah.
So,
yo, when he dropped that kick, to save the sister or the not the sister, but her name Tamaki.
Yeah.
Yo, when he dropped that kick from the sky, that joint was basic.
Anytime he's doing some sky shit, he's lit.
Yeah, I like that he can fight on different levels.
Bro, his mobility is the best part about his whole skill set, bro. His mobility is just crazy. But it's also his downside though, because he's so mobility based that he has no power behind his shit, which is the whole thing behind this fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's so like every fight he's had is him doing crazy mobility shit. Like him versus Rekka, he used the mobility, the high levels to get an advantage. Him versus Sho, they both had crazy mobility. So like it's his biggest advantage, but also like in this fight, it shows that like it could actually be a disadvantage because like you're fast, but you're not strong enough to even scratch this man.
Well, let's be real. Sho ain't got high mobility. That motherfucker, he's a cheater.
Yeah, he just stopped time. He's not. He's a cheater dog, bro.
Yeah, he's such a cheater dog, bro.
I'm telling you,
I can't show no love to Sho when you cheating. Like everybody else is fighting, at least a fair one. Like everyone got powers that they doing stuff with. You know, man's here playing got to play the trumpet to freeze air. Like my man's just like, yo, I expand the universe.
Oh nah, that's not Sho. No, the trumpet guy is not Sho.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying.
Oh yeah, he's cool.
Yeah,
the trumpet guy's cool. I was gonna say.
That's what I'm talking about. People out here got to do extra steps to do cool shit. Like they got to learn how to play instruments and shit.
Oh, facts.
Like you know, like Sho just wake up one day like, yo, stop time. All right, yo, cool. I figured this out.
That shit is really broken, bro. When you think about it. Like, it's really broken. And, like, I guess I don't even know if it really makes sense, but I guess it's just anime, so it doesn't have to. But, like, the man just uses, like, he has so much heat that he expands his own, like, personal space to stop time or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, huh?
They need to do someone. One of our fans out there who might need to contact somebody who can do this. Imagine it.
A physics major, like, yo, is this possible? Theoretically, could this happen? Theoretically,
if this is a thing, is this possible?
Yeah,
I want to see like a crossover with him and
because Shinra's shit makes sense because it's like the same thing like light speed in Star Wars.
Yes,
like you're going so fast that you turn into particles and then you reconfigure. Like that shit. Theoretically, we've seen it in other things before, but the Sho thing is different.
Yeah, there's like, but what if that is real? What if they're actually using true science concepts?
That'd be fucking tight.
Yeah, because
that'd be fucking sick.
Because technically, who's the guy with the trumpet? What was his name?
I think it's Karim. Karim. Yeah, Karim, something like that.
Karim. Yeah, it is scientifically sound. Like he vibrates molecules and slows them down.
Yeah, and then freezes that shit. It's sick.
Like that's one of the sickest people in the.
Bro, he's fucking strong too.
Yeah,
I knew he was strong, but I realized like how strong he was when he froze the fire tornado instantly, that huge tornado, I was like, oh, he is really strong. Yeah. Oh my god. Instantly, he just rang the bell and just froze it. I'm like, yo.
Oh, is this guy really doing this? Like,
damn. Like,
my man.
Instantly, like, that was like a 2-story fire tornado, bro.
Yeah, that joint was large, man.
That shit was hefty.
We gotta give props to the shorty from Company 8 though for holding that tornado down.
Everybody pulled up. I'm not gonna front. The inspector pulled up. He was sus. I haven't been trusting him. Yeah. But after the whole fire tornado thing, I kind of was like, okay, you kind of saucy. I'm not gonna front.
Yeah, he just came off the top with that.
Yeah, he was like, oh, what the fuck? And he's using the map, and he's like, we can make a fucking fire tornado. I'm like, bro, that's crazy.
My guy. yes, thank you.
Yeah, that whole sequence was lit. Like him making the tornado using the wind from different streets to get it to one place. Then Tamaki holding the tornado with their fire magic, with their fire fucking control magic or whatever. And then what's his face? Lieutenant Himuwa just shooting the fucking thing, controlling it through the fire. That shit was lit.
Dude, everybody was just holding it down.
Yeah, that was a good ass fucking sequence for sure.
But
my man, the Vulcan. Oh yeah, that shit was Vulcan? Actually comedy too. With Obi on the gunner, and he can't shoot that shit because he's like, I'm bad at games. I'm like, bro, press the button.
Yeah, yo, squeeze the trigger.
You don't even have to do anything. Like Vulcan literally said it. Like, you just point, you just press the button. He's like, oh, and he doesn't do it. I'm like,
what are you doing?
What are you doing? And Vulcan's getting tight.
Yo, he was so tight.
I don't blame him. I'd be tight too if I was Vulcan.
Oh yeah, God, yo, squeeze it, pull the trigger.
Yeah, this man was not popping the trunk at all.
Yo, it was terrible.
OD, it's just weak.
Yeah, but I mean, but you get what I was saying. It was like kind of corny, like the season beginning. Remember how like they're doing? So to go back to the beginning, because I just remembered this when we were talking before. I was saying how it was corny.
Yeah.
But like then it was good. Like so they had like a good mix. And that's what I was kind of talking about. Like the calendar and
the calendar thing was definitely
right. And the jokes that they were making, I'm like, this is getting kind of corny, bro. Like, but like it was
some of the jokes, I guess maybe the Obi one is kind of corny because I kind of didn't think him like that. I would have to save his character. I was like, man, don't be making my man into a bit, bro.
Yeah,
he's cool.
Right. That's what I was saying.
He's cool. Don't make him into a bit, even though it was kind of funny.
Yeah, like Kylie episodes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 all just went back to being normal.
Yeah, most of them are bangers with a little comedy throw in there, which I don't hate because One Piece doing the same thing, bro.
Yeah.
Like Brooke be asking about girls' panties and shit. You have a skeleton man talking about girls' panties.
Yo, not gonna lie, Brooke's comedy is the best comedy. I'm not talking about the seeing girls' panties. I'm talking about the like, oh, I would love to eat that, but I don't have his stomach.
Yeah, that shit is quick.
Yeah, like he be saying that, he's like,
my eyes would pop out if I had eyes. Yo,
I seen it with my own 2 eyes. If I don't have eyes. This is real comedy. Like,
bro, Brooke is weak.
Yeah, just the stuff he says.
Man, Brooke is comedy for real.
Yo, can we just divert on a tangent? Can we just talk about how OP Brooke really actually is, though? Like, we don't really talk about Brooke, and we never see him like throw the good hands. But Brooke my man can run out water. Like,
yeah, bro.
Like, what the hell? What the hell? Like, that's kind of OP in itself. Like, I thought that Ace was gangster because he could just float on top of the water with a boat and like with a fire. But this man can legit run on water and not get tired.
Bro, Brooke is actually sick. He has like ice powers. Mm-hmm. He can control shit with his soul. Like he can project his soul to like surveil shit. Like Brooke got a nice little tool set, bro.
Yeah.
He can put niggas to sleep with music. He can control niggas with music. Like he's nice, bro. We just haven't seen them really throw hands like that.
Yeah, we haven't seen him put up against like in a fight, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Because Brooke kind of has been, and maybe that's the thing. Brooke has kind of been just one-shotting like everybody he'd be fighting, right?
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
because he doesn't really fight anybody crazy strong. So he just does his mocking slash and just behind them and ching and just cuts their shit in there.
Like what's going on? He one shots like we seen everybody go through their struggles, you know, like even Nami got the hands put on her a couple times and she had to like fight through, but I've never seen Brooke like get in a fight and be tested.
Yeah.
Except for when Big Mom, like, but that was Big Mom just pieced his little ass up. Like,
yeah, that's true. You know? What could he do at that point? My man had all his soul power out and she was just like, well, bing! Collaborated him one time.
Yeah. I'm the soul king. She's like, yo, little ass. Pop. Like,
yeah, really. He was talking reckless though in that whole scene. I'm not gonna front.
He was
talking reckless.
He's I
respect it.
Well, when you feel like you're the hard counter and then you find out that it don't matter.
He is kind of the hard counter, but it just doesn't matter because her physical is just so strong it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So like even though he negates her devil fruit, it literally has zero effect because she can just crush his bones.
Big Mom's the whole package. Like
facts.
You know, should go, Big Mom, you trying to buy me that PS5?
Big facts. Big Mamu. Mama. Yo. That shit is weak.
Oh, all right. So back on task. How'd you feel about? So now they travel to the second place outside of where, like, Tokyo? Is it Tokyo?
Yeah, they go to the China Providence. Yeah, that's tight. I wasn't even thinking about like them going other places.
I wasn't thinking about that
like.
Either.
It was crazy how they show you the map and how it looked like after the Great Fire and how like the map just like got reduced crazy. I was like, yo, like I didn't really think like about outside of Tokyo. Like I wasn't even thinking about that, but now I am thinking about that.
Yeah,
like what the fuck is good outside of Tokyo now?
That's what I was thinking too. I'm like, wow, like they can actually go other places.
Yeah, that's crazy. And like it seemed like they didn't travel that long, maybe like a day on the boat or some shit to get to China. Like not that long at all.
And it gives you, because I, like you said, at first I just thought like this whole thing was just going to take place in Tokyo,
right?
And like that was it. And I guess I kind of put it on like it was in the back of my head, and then it was drawn to my forefront of my brain. Like, oh, like they actually can travel to other locations. Like, and that just sets up the whole series now for even better things.
Yeah. Because, so like, say, what if a pillar is about to be in like Europe or some shit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know now. That shit would be crazy. Now they gotta fucking travel to fucking France Providence and see what's good over there. Because a pillar is gonna Adola burst up or some shit. You know
Adola burst up. Yeah, it's so wild. And then Juggernaut, I'm not. I don't know. Is he the huge person or is he a little person in like a suit?
I'm not sure. I don't know what his deal is, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what his bit is, bro. But yo, the potatoes, like
the potato bit's kind of weird. But like his design, like I'm not sure if he's like his suit just makes him big because he has like things to help his firepower, or if he's just his design and he's just a big ass dude.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I don't know.
I wonder if he's like a little person and he needs the big body because he has a frail body.
Oh, like he's like a little man in like a mechanical suit or some shit.
Yeah, like not even like a little man. Like what if he was
like
just
a regular person in like a mechanical suit, like a Gundam?
Yeah, what if he was like a frail kid? Like he had like some like disease where his like got weak bones, and then they gave him a suit.
That'd be kind of sick.
Like I don't know. This is a theory, but that's what my theory was. Is that he's just like a really frail kid who had like because he was from that China province where
he
was like
a farm. True, that's true. He is from a farm from China, so maybe that is possible.
Okay. And like
together.
And he has like such strong, powerful, like he has such strong firepower, but his body is so weak that like if he gets hit, he's just murdered. And you kind of like, and I get that feeling because like every time he almost gets in a fight, he like gets really nervous. And he just throws out like high powered attacks.
True, yeah.
So maybe he's like super nervous, like
nervous about getting hit. He can't take any damage. Interesting.
And then that's why he gets called Juggernaut.
That's crazy. That's
wouldn't that be like a little play on words on there?
Juggernaut because he can't get hit, even though he should be getting hit.
Yeah.
Bro, I actually like that a lot. That's a good theory. I didn't even really think about that shit.
Right?
I was thinking that like I wasn't sure about his body for sure, but I didn't think that much into it. But that definitely makes sense. That if because he is from that farm on China Providence, we've seen his mom and all that in the episode. So
and they're very like loving and like protective of him.
Yeah, for sure.
And you would think like a dude who's called Juggernaut, like even in like episode 15, I think it was, where they were at the academy fighting, like doing the test, and he shot he just threw out like 30 missiles. They're like, oh, like but that's like even then he was afraid to get hit. Like he just iced the person and was like, yo, like don't touch me.
Facts. Damn, that's lit.
Yeah. So my theory right now, putting it on record, my theory is that Juggernaut can't take damage, but he has such high power pyrokinetic energy that he can do things that other people can't, but his body is not durable. Like if he got hit by our boy Sharon, he would be Krispy Kreme donuts, bro.
Guys, my man would be clipped up, bro. Yeah. Just pack him up, just put him away, to be honest, because it'd be over for him.
It'd be clipped, done though. So yeah, that's my theory on that boy.
I can get behind for sure. I can get behind that.
I mean, so now we're in like the further episodes. We watched episode 8, and we got to see that there's I won't ruin 8, so I'll let people get to 8 because I feel like this is where it starts to get like serious. Like all the other stuff has like no weight on. Yeah. Like there's no big reveals, so like I don't want to ruin that for anyone. So
this shit got interesting though. With the lady and the animals, like that shit got interesting.
Yeah.
So like,
and they ended the ending was good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely getting interesting in this shit for sure.
So,
China shit.
Yeah, and it wasn't slow. Like episode 1 was a good like refresher. Like, hey, like check out the team. This is what you're in for. 2, 3, and 4 we're kind of just like, okay, like now like we found the pillar. Like shit's gonna get real. And then 5, 6, and 7 we're like, oh, a nice information. And now I feel like I like how they do that. They don't spend like more than 2 episodes on building the piece, the climax, you know?
Yeah. Like, they're really good about that shit. About like having these like quick climaxes, like that take like they have build up, but build up not too long. Like so, we've been building up to this like this thing at the tabernacle with the whatever with the animals and shit. Like we've been building up while we're in China, but like it's been like a swift build up to the climax.
Swift build-ups are the best build-ups, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like we're not losing anything either from that. That's the other thing. Like, sometimes I feel you can lose stuff in an anime when they try to move swiftly through it. Kind of like we said, Sword Art Online was like that. Even though that was damn near perfect, I still felt like we lost a little bit with how swift they moved through.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have mind like at least one episode showing like how Kirito like levels as a solo. Yeah. And like what he does like during like a normal day of being a solo, like how he goes through a dungeon or what happens, like just following him through a normal day would have been tight.
Because like his feelings too. I think that was like another thing. Like we got like why he was like that, but did he experience bad feelings or fear when he was in a dungeon and it was just him? You know, like I felt like they lost like some of the build that they could have gave him. We could have connected with him more. Like he could have been in a dungeon that was really hard for him at like level 28 or something, and it was like a level 30 boss, and he had to play we've all been there. You have to play damn near perfect, and you don't have a save. So
that was that's me yesterday playing fucking Samurai Jack. That was dead ass me yesterday. I couldn't get hit because I would just die instantly. So I'm like, well, can't get touched.
Exactly. So like I would have loved to see that his emotional state. Like how was he scared? Did he get feared? Like because
probably not. He probably just blacked out and fought like he always does.
Just blacked out.
He just blacked out. That's what he always does. He just blacks out like fucking the demon Gleam Eyes. He just literally blacked out. He's like, what the fuck happened?
Yo. But I feel like it could have done that. And that would have gave us that beautiful insight and like more development and another dimension to his character.
Yeah, I agree.
But like in Fire Force, they really don't lose that. They do a really good job at giving the dimension and the character. Like
yeah, for sure. They definitely do a good job with that shit.
So I mean, I don't want to ruin 8, so I'm going to leave that's what I got. For
8
now.
8 literally came out like yesterday, so we're not
Yeah.
gonna spoil. We're not gonna spoil.
No
Yesterday,
spoilers.
as of this recording.
Yeah.
So,
As of this recording, just came out, so we're not going to spoil.
for sure.
So yeah, boss, you wanna just end it there? Keep it real.
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, we're gonna check back in once the season's over.
Yeah, we'll do
For
it.
sure, we'll give a season review because this has been one of my favorites that's newly coming out for sure.
I agree.
It's too clean, bro. Everything about it, like the music. There's one track, like I don't even know what episode it was in. But there's just one track that I was playing during one scene that was just so fucking fire. I'm like, the music's so good. It's animation's always so clean. And like different kind of animations too. Like they have some weird scenes, like weird framings and stuff like that are really aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, they change up the animation style. Not a lot of animes do that.
Tight. It's so sick.
And like not to down on our favorite, but One Piece kind of was in some bummy animation.
Yeah.
And then like they just recently dropped some of the nicest animation.
The only reason it's good right now is because they're in Wano, and like Wano is like based on Japan, so like obviously they're gonna be putting extra money into that shit or whatever.
Yeah, they need to, man. They can't just.
But like, this is like one of the big arcs, so obviously they're gonna put money into the shit. But like, One Piece is weekly, so Toei be spending bare minimum on that shit. There's years where that shit look trash, and I'll be the first nigga to tell you that shit.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna deny it.
You know what
I'm saying? Sometimes that shit does not look that great.
Yeah, I might do a TikTok where it's just like, yo, we gonna do the accident challenge, and then just like bad anime scenes, like where the animation's terrible. This right here is
Bro, there's some really fucking bad ones.
Yeah.
This happens.
Oh, so how are we gonna rate season 2? What are you
right now? Besides, like everything right now has been like a solid 8.5 for me. Like nothing there's literally hasn't been an episode that's been bad. Like even the first episode with the calendar, like wasn't bad. Yeah. It just was kind of strange and threw me off guard. But I wouldn't say it was bad because it's expected. They're firemen. They're gonna do a calendar, bro. Like it's expected.
I'm gonna give it a 7.5. Because like we said, the fifth pillar, I just hated her.
Yeah, I hate. Maybe I should lower it. I really hate her too. I might lower it because of her too.
I just didn't even like her character design.
I hate her so much.
Yeah, and like nothing against. I just didn't like Tamaki. I love her character design.
Oh, Tamaki's great.
Like Iris, I love her character design.
Yeah.
You know, Tamaki is just a savage. Like,
she only looks cool when she has the hood on, bro. When the fifth pillar has the hood on, with the eyes on the hood, okay, she looks kind of cool. But when she takes the hood off, she's trash.
Yeah, so I'm I don't like.
I might give it like a 7.5, 8 lower measure because of her.
Yeah, that's
because she's
and
weak.
Sharon Sama is my favorite character, but he's not strong enough to build. Like, I just hate when people are illogical. Like that just seems so. So unless
he's illogical, and I think that's just because we're guys though. Like I think that's a guy thing because guys are obviously more logical than women. So
maybe not.
No, I think it's a guy thing. I think that's definitely might be where it is because she's definitely acting illogical, and that frustrates us because like it doesn't make sense for her to go there at all based on what she was doing. But hey,
maybe I don't know. I just think the character design.
She just sucks.
So it's either this is my final thoughts on. It's either her character design is going to be god amazing, like god tier, and my brain is too smooth right now to understand that. Like, or she is just her character design is just going to be like super annoying and frustrating to the point where it's like you ruin the fifth pillar. Like Stroh's gangster. Electric girl. I don't know her name. I keep forgetting her name.
I think it's like Hauma, something like that. Haume. I forgot. Haume. I keep forgetting. I know it's like an H, but I forget how they be saying that shit because she's like in it, but barely in it, bro. She's in it for like a scene and a half, and then they show her for like 5 seconds, like giving orders and like, "Hey, do this," and she's like gone again.
Yeah, It's Haumea. Haumea.
How
Yeah, like her character design is super good.
Yeah,
Like, but
she looks clean.
yeah,
Her design is so sick.
and I think maybe that's. So I probably just have a really smooth brain because like not everyone is going to be just like evil or good. There's going to be people who like fall in between.
Yeah, but she's not even a good in between though.
Yeah,
It's in my opinion. I don't think she's even a good in between.
so
Because she seems like she's not even in between though.
yeah,
She seems like she originally seemed like she's chaotic good. And like if no one knows what I'm talking about, what chaotic good, it's like a D&D thing. It's like where there's like 9, and it's like a storytelling thing where there's like 9 arcs that you can put into characters.
Mhm.
So there's lawful, neutral, and chaotic, and then there's good, neutral, and evil or whatever. So you can be like chaotic good, which means like you're crazy, but you're obviously good. And you can be like lawful neutral, which means like you follow the rules and you're like impartial to people. Like, so in the beginning, she seems like she's chaotic good because she's going to where these fires are. She's saving the person from the fire. But in turn from that, she's taking stuff from their house as quote unquote compensation or whatever. But in reality, she turns out to be like chaotic neutral, where like she's just in it for like random danger and stuff, and that shit makes no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm giving it a 7.5. If her character becomes good, like not like good, but if her character development gets better,
yeah,
I think it's up there in the 8.5s. Like it's really good.
But it's only 8 episodes. We gotta wait. Like this is like a 25 episode season, so like we got a lot of this shit to go still. So
by episode 15, if shit ain't popping like it should,
I don't even care. Depending on how good the rest of the season is, it might even go back up to an 8.5 for me, despite her being a shitty character. You know what I mean?
I give it to you. Well, because you like Shinra.
Yeah.
So if Sharon, if he gets in a cool fight,
Shinra's gonna beat his ass, bro. You know what's gonna happen.
I know
Shinra's gonna beat his ass.
I know the plot armor is gonna come, but but
you already got beat once, bro. Whereas plot armor is gonna kick in.
Yeah,
they got beat once.
They let me have this one. They're like,
exactly. So now it's gonna come off. It's gonna pop off.
Yeah. All right. I give it to you. You got it. Damn. So, folks, to our lovely listeners and fans, if you guys have any feelings or want to share your feelings about our podcast, please follow us on our social media on everything: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Dosyonkos.
Yes,
we're the only ones with Dosyonkos. No one has
that. Sir.
And if you want to get content a day early or have personal contact with me and or Sam, with your captains, join our Discord.
So chat about anime, chat about anything else, fitness, fucking games, whatever the fuck you want to talk about, life.
Yeah, we have a whole bunch of different stuff going on in our Discord that's very distinct to our Discord. We have music that is directly linked to our Discord. We have a in-person counselor who dating advice, safe space. If you have any questions, you can ask him.
For sure.
So it definitely gives you some perks that a lot of different places don't have. But that is just message one of us on either the Discord or send us an email. You can also, for any business inquiries, send us an email to dosyonkos@gmail.com. Show some love. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all I got. you know?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me. Thank you guys for coming through. Peace.
Peace.
Next time on the Dosyonkos podcast.
My man, Ice Shield the first one. I'm telling you, shit's fire.